Before we get into our playoffs, I'm going to just throw this at you, Serge. Who would be your Heisman guy?
I think he cemented it. He had his Heisman moment. He was the only quarterback with a 92, he was the only quarterback with over a 90 in the conference bowl, championship bowl weekend, Pro Football Focus, whatever the hell Pro Football Focus ratings mean. But it is Fernando Mendoza. He is my Heisman. Honestly, McShay, and Mel Kiper just did their mock draft today, and they have Mendoza going 1. I don't know if
you don't know if he's better than like Ruben Bain or some of these other guys.
It's just such a weak class for quarterbacks this year. Like Mendoza, don't get me wrong, was really, really great. He's shown flashes, all that good stuff.
He's a pro-style passer. He's like Jared Goff to me.
Yeah, I would. But now, coming out of college, would you say Jared Goff deserves to have been as high picked as he was?
I mean, he was good at Cal. Come on, you had Kyler Murray. I mean, some first overall quarterbacks are just okay. I mean, Baker was exceptional in college. Bryce Young, was very good in college as well. I think Mendoza is a nice player. I think he'll be a pretty good NFL quarterback. I love the guy's interview, man. It's like you gave Kirk Cousins like an adrenaline needle.
Bro, shout out to Fernando Mendoza. I don't know if you'll ever get a chance to watch this, but man, you've made a fan out of me. I hope that you have tremendous success. I actually hope in Indiana, like my Texas team is out, I hope you guys win the national title. I sincerely hope that you do. I don't know if you will or not. We'll see. But I do think that, like, for the sake of the narrative, for the sake of just everything, like, it couldn't be a better guy.
I'm going to give a riff about Fernando Mendoza right now. And we can even cut this. We could cut what you just said about Nando Mendoza. Guy goes to Cal. He is a great big brother.
Great story.
And Cuban-American. Family migrated from Cuba to Miami. Raised by great parents, and just is so uplifting and positive. And some people are going to think that it's fake. Some people are going to think that it's corny. I don't. And this is a guy who listened to Curt Cignetti. He didn't even go to the Manning Passing Academy because Cignetti wanted him to stay at Indiana. And he's changed that culture. And I know that Nate Rourke was really good. I know that they were talented last year and had a very good season. But this is a different animal. And the guy, he went to Penn State and won. He went to Iowa. He went to Eugene and had big throws and big moments. So part of it is the story. Very consistent, great year of football. And congrats to Fernando Mendoza. So I believe he had a very good season. There has been Heismans that have just been probably better. Like Lamar, Johnny Football was maybe more electric. We're just talking about at the college level.
Yeah, I think that the Heisman has become for so many years just like a quarterback award, kind of like the NFL MVP
the best quarterback.
Yeah, so I just want to formally congratulate Fernando Mendoza for winning the Heisman.
Yeah, I agree. It totally looks like Fernando. The odds have really said it. Also, Diego Pavia. Like, I love the contrasting characters between Mendoza and Pavia. You seem like a little bit.
Like internally, I've always gravitated to like the Diego Pavia type of guys, like the cocky guys, gunslingers, all that stuff.
You heard that story about New Mexico State and what he did to that logo there?
Yeah, I did. And did you also hear about his stories about growing up and how like he pretty much was like lawless? He didn't even know that like there was laws. But
shout out New Mexico, man.
Yeah, Albuquerque's a different country, man.
I would almost love to live in that.
America's so big, man. Some places could be their own countries because of the contrast. But yeah, Diego Pavia is a great story. I think that in terms of like where he came from, everything like that, great story. Wish him nothing but the best. But the whole like the average fan is going to look at his body of work and think like, oh, he backs up what he talks, right? He beat Alabama last year. Like, he's got some moments. It's not that he's not. I just, from like Todd McShay and like Mel Kiper said, the NFL has a quarterback evaluation problem. I think everybody in the world has a quarterback evaluation problem because in order to be quarterback at the highest level, it's not just, like college is so much more simplified than the NFL. I think that the situation matters the most, but I just don't think Diego Pavia is as polished a product. Like, he uses his feet a little too much, in my opinion. Whereas, like, between the two, I think that Mendoza's a little more coachable. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't say that from like his persona. It's got nothing to do with his persona, but like I just see the way they like scan the field, the way they react. Doug Cignetti's system is not an easy system to run compared to what Vanderbilt runs, which is just chuck it up.
With Coach Kill there. But I think, first of all, I like guys being great in college, and I don't care about the NFL though.
Yeah, I really don't. Pavia, shout out. You've cemented a legacy in Nashville.
Because
in the whole
Vince
state
Young, because he took
Vanderbilt back.
He brought Vandy back.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Like, who's a better college quarterback? Is it Vince Young or Justin Herbert? You know, even though Justin Herbert's a better NFL quarterback than Vince Young, it's not even close.
You don't remember those few years in Tennessee, though?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
He was pretty good.
I do.
You remember that playoff?
I do.
Yeah.
But who was the better college quarterback, Tim Tebow or Patrick Mahomes? Tim Tebow.
Yeah, but there's so many people, for whatever reason, that believe that game versus him and Baker Mayfield was like the best game ever played. I thought that was just no defense. I watched him play Texas. I watched Oklahoma play Texas.
The point is, I separate it when you're in college.
Yeah, but
that's the point. And like Diego Pavia, I know he isn't a good pro prospect. He's going to be a practice squad quarterback. But guess what? Stetson Bennett, legendary quarterback, legendary winner.
That was a great Georgia team. Their whole defense basically won a Super Bowl last year with the Eagles.
When he was down 13 against Ohio State, what did he do? He slung that rock.
He definitely did.
He slung that rock.
Again, with the hashes. I can get into
He wins, and I care about college football.
Yeah,
Drew Lock is a more talented player than Stetson Bennett.
That's true, but
Stetson Bennett won big games,
I
care about college football.
I agree, but in the real world, they all discredit Jalen Hurts for wins, and they say wins aren't a quarterback stat, right? It's a team stat. So are we not going to contrast that to college? I think college quarterbacks have a lot more influence on the game than they do in the NFL. But college, who you play week to week, your schedule, like there's so many variables.
If you win the national championship, if your defense is really successful, there are variables. It isn't a perfect science.
It's not. It's not
a perfect science.
It's tough, but I do want to say, like, regardless of all the hate and anything that anybody might give, or even the criticism that I give, I do want to shout out
Pavia.
Both.
He's an under. That's why I love Pavia, because he doesn't have the most talent, and he made the most of his ability.
No, he definitely did.
He's not just someone who's a gamer. He's not a freak.
He's a gamer. He's somebody that, like, he's not going to look the best in shorts, but he's going to
He's not a freak. No. But listen, that's like Will Howard. That's like Brady. That's like a Connor Cook. Like some of these.
Yeah, and you can be successful.
That's why college is fun.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, because it's almost similar to high school football, just with all the best high school football players on one team.
Still think like you can be a Heisman and be very accomplished at the college level somehow. Like look at Anthony Richardson, all the talent in the world, and you know.
I do too, but like it's like looking back at like the Cam Newtons of the world, the Johnny Manziels of the world, like all these other legendary quarterbacks that had college careers. Like if we really, really think about it, like Pavia, Mendoza has a chance
of being a good NFL player.
No, I'm not even talking about NFL. I'm talking about like their college careers. Like when we look at them in the totality, like they're not even in the top like 15, 20 all time.
They got Mendoza's. If he wins, if he brings a championship to Bloomington,
he has a chance to cement himself.
I agree. It is like, listen, we're going to be real on this show. So I know that we just gave them flowers. I know we gave them flowers. That's what the kids say. That's what Serge says. You probably say give them flowers as well. That term. I just think that you're totally right that this isn't like a legendary, like even college football Heisman quarterback race, like the Deshaun Watson versus Lamar Jackson. I think the level that Bo Nix versus Penix versus like Jaden Daniels. Mm-hmm. Bo Nix versus Penix was higher level quarterback.
Way higher. But I think that we're a little spoiled based on how great some of the other Heisman races were in the past.
I think Lamar's versus, and then what was it, Peyton Manning versus Desmond, was it Howard or who got that year?
Was it 99, right?
It might have been like Werfel, or it might have been Florida winning that one.
Charles Woodson, I think.
Oh, Woodson of Michigan.
I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And these are legends.
That's what I mean. Like we're over here comparing Fernando Mendoza and Diego Pavia and all the other guys.
Pavia's fun. He's friends with Theo Vaughn, but I don't see that
for what the season was. they deserve it. They deserve to be in the Heisman race, but it's Fernando's the loser.
Guess what? And Pavia never had that. Like Johnny Manziel
Manziel
going to Alabama, or even Johnny Manziel with like all the trouble he had, and then him putting up like huge numbers with Mike Evans. I knew that like Manziel, like looking back on it, his arm talent wasn't that good for NFL, but he was lit in college. And I think that's more my point. Like, I respect guys that have an incredible college career.
I agree. And I respect the hell out of both of those guys. That's why do not take any offense to anything that we say here. It does not dictate your future. It does not dictate what you're going to be doing.
They did it. Like, they did it.
Yeah, they did it. Shout out
and
to
they
you
had
guys.
a good year. Ty Simpson was one guy. I don't know. Did they announce the finalists already?
Yeah, he's in it. The one person that did get snubbed was Texas Tech's linebacker, I want to say.
Oh, Rodriguez. But Love is going there, too. Right, Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame.
I mean, personally, if we're going off of like a talent thing, Jeremiah Love is the best prospect in the NFL draft, technically, overall in terms of like what he does, but just running back's not a value position. So of the people that were there, like the best player is Jeremiah Love,
and
but
also the
best
team.
Season.
The fact that Mendoza made the throw against Penn State, and the fact that they beat Ohio, that's what it also matters.
Heisman moments matter.
Mendoza.
It's Mendoza.
I know. I agree, and I love the story, and it's kind of legendary. It's great. Like, even when Baker won it, like, I do love the story. I'm a sucker for the story as well.
And again, it couldn't happen to a better guy. Mendoza,
I love
congrats
Mendoza
on the Heisman.
too.
It's yours. We've recorded the show before we find out who's going to win the Heisman, but I think it's already wrapped up.
So we went pretty far on that topic.